Middle school band was a great time while it was. However, there was that caveat when we were all over the place in my 7th grade year, which was essentially known as COVID year for obvious reasons. But with enough blabbering, let's get started. First, it was my 6th grade year. We all came as people from 5th grade band, and we did things. It didn't sound all too better than 5th grade, but we're just starting. We had some rather interesting times, but I'm a bit too old to remember them. I was also in the jazz band, but I'll talk more of that later. I went to the honors band that year, and honestly the music was kind of easy. When the few of us gathered together, the band director told us of his intention to put us into the Memorial Day Parade. Normally only 7th and 8th graders are in, but a few 6th graders are also invited. But in March 2020, school abruptly shut down in response to COVID-19 mitigation measures. Band was rather uneventful for the rest of the year. In my 7th grade year, I was full-time cyber, so I didn't see the band at all. I also learned that many people quit band as a result of the mess of rehearsals created due to the school's new schedule. In 2021, my 8th grade year, I returned, and we had to put on bell covers at all times because of the mitigation measures. One fond memory I had was band in the stands, where we went to play with the high schoolers. If you remember my Bandcamp video, you know that starting this school year, the band now holds stand tunes on phones, and with a clip to instrument that I hate. I thought that the traditional lyres back then were bad, but I now realize that they were far better. We also had our parades, and they were interesting. The middle school band even got to play for the elementary school kids at their Halloween parade, and we got ice cream sandwiches from that school's principal. We also had to wear our uniforms of long pants in the Memorial Day parade, and that was hot. I hope high school times will be better. Now, let's talk about jazz band. In my 6th grade year, we were to play a whole ton of songs, and we even had a party one time instead of rehearsal. However, we never performed because of COVID. Jazz band didn't even exist for the 2020 to 2021 school year, so yeah. Finally, in my 8th grade year, we got back. However, we only played a measly 3 songs, and we didn't do anything out of the ordinary. But here are my final words. Band is a great time of your life, though you shouldn't expect to be in the band forever with all of your friends. That goes without saying, but I've heard some tragic stories of how the trombone section has shrunk from 4th grade into 9th grade. Of my year, there were 6 4th grade trombones starting out, then there were 5 in 5th grade, 4 in 6th grade, 3 in 8th grade, and 2 in 9th grade. The senior trombonist for our band this year started with 26 other tromboners, and by the end of the year, it was just her. I would also like to mention that female tromboners are very hard to come by. My grade used to have a female tromboner until she quit in our 7th grade year. My 5th grade band director, who is also the high school band director, has said that there is no such thing as boy and girl instruments, but I think there's some disparities there.
Well, a new year is going to come soon, and along with that, a potential for a new series. I don't know, maybe I could bring up Jim and Victor?
And by the way, swimming is now going to phase 2, known as a dual meet phase, and I probably won't have as much time to make these videos.